feeding back into it, making fun of them back, right?
Yes, sir.
And is that going to make things better or worse?
Yes, sir.
Worse. All right, so rule number 1 is? Rule number 2?
Walk away.
Rule number 3? All right, so now rules numbers 4 and 5. Rule numbers 4 and 5, we're going to talk to the person. We're going to engage the person. Now this was clear. Remember we talked about, if this person is our friend and they were having that bad day and they picked on us and you picked on them back, could that damage your friendship? Yes. If they pick on you and you ignore what they had to say and kind of think of the right way to talk to them, think of a nice way to speak to them, do you think that could help the situation?
Yes, sir.
Listen, even if they are somebody who's continually picking on you, you still have the right to stand up for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Because no one has the right to pick on you. So rule number 4 and 5 have to do with how we're going to speak to this person. Okay, there are 2 things that we need to make sure that we are not doing when we talk to this person. First thing is what? We already talked about it. They pick on you, you can't
Pick on them.
You can't pick on them back. Okay? It doesn't make sense if they're like, picking on you and you're like, leave me alone, stupid. You're only going to make the situation worse, right? You can't tell them to leave you alone. You can't ignore half of what they say and then call them a name back, so you can't ignore them. The second thing that we should always, look at me, guys. I am your instructor. I am a black belt. I teach you martial arts for a living, right? The second thing I am telling you that I want you to try your best to avoid is what? What do you think, Haley? Sit down. Fighting. I'm telling you guys, you can't. I don't want you fighting. You don't come here to learn to fight. That's not the job of martial arts. You're not here to learn to fight. You might be here to learn to protect yourself. You might be here to learn to be more confident. You might be here to learn how to use your body and to grow stronger and faster. Yeah, there's a lot of great reasons. Discipline. But I'm not here to teach you how to fight people. Yeah, big part of it. Okay, so and that doesn't mean that we're going to be somebody's punching bag. That doesn't mean that we're going to let people hurt us. Okay? But I will always make sure, guys, I tell you, I never want you to start a fight. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I am your instructor. If I find out that you are out and you are starting fights, you will no longer be welcome here. Do you understand that?
Sir.
However, there's a big difference between you starting a fight, okay, and you having to protect yourself. There's a really big difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So rule number 4, we said that we're not going to say anything mean to them. We're not going to start any fights. So when we speak to this person, how do I want you to speak to them? How, Kayla? What do you think? How would you want me to speak to you? That's it. That's 100% it. I want you to be nice to them. Because do you remember earlier when we talked about the reasons why this person is probably bullying?
Yes.
All those bad things that we talked about? Okay, so then if they're that horrible, let's be nice to them. If they're having that bad of a day, if they're having that bad of a time, let's be nice to them. Okay, so now you guys have to be able to put yourself in the situation